Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live, and it is Raw on Netflix. This is the new look of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has been desperate to get back that WWE Undisputed Championship. And now the likes of the American Nightmare has gone through another transformation. You could hear the boos from the crowd. The likes of Cody Rhodes finally accepted himself for who he is as the true American Nightmare, and he's hunting the Undisputed Champion. The likes of Cody Rhodes attacked the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And now he wants a WWE Undisputed title shot after the ref blatantly seen past the Nightmare Jordan Styles punching him out after dealing with the turnbuckle. If the likes of Cody Rhodes can go through this hellacious match with the likes of the Street Champ Solo Sikoa, I believe he has a chance to be a #1 contender again. He has already lost the match against the Nightmare Jordan Styles for the Undisputed title. But now, since this new look of Cody Rhodes, it seems that he is looking for blood. This new look of Cody Rhodes is absolutely deranged. He is unhinged. But that is no match to the likes of Solo Sikoa. The Street Champ Solo Sikoa aligned himself with the corporation, brought in his MFTs, and he's looking to take over. He joined back with the Bloodline, and now he is here chasing championship gold. If Solo can't get it done here tonight, what other chance will he have to become WWE Undisputed Champion? After all of the smoke cleared from Crown Jewel in London, who can walk away as champion on our road to WrestleMania in New York? Will it be Solo Sikoa answering his birthright and becoming a champion among champions? And all he has to do is beat the likes of Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare with this new look can cause for catastrophe for the Street Champ. These two have done this dance already, and it was for the title. But now, no title is on the line. It's just a #1 contendership, setting both men over the edge. After Roman lost the title to Cody, Solo has banished him as Tribal Chief and became Tribal Chief of his own. Solo ended up with the United States Championship being betrayed by Jacob Fatu. Solo found his way back into the Bloodline, doing the dirty work of the Bloodline for the corporation and the final boss, The Rock, the High Chief. And now he's looking to gain the mantle because Roman got beat by the Nightmare Jordan Styles. Back at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns,
he's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
It was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Undisputed title. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles wiped the floor with him. Could you believe that? And these two men are fighting for that mantle of the WWE Undisputed Champion and the leader of the Ascension era. Here we go. First pinfall 1. And it's only a 1 count of kick out by this new version of Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare has Solo Sikoa fired up already. And it looks like he's about to put a beating on the American Nightmare. No, he's just running the ropes. A huge elbow miss. These two men have each other scouted, but now it looks like a huge powerbomb countered by Solo Sikoa. And look at this. Solo with a power slam. The Street Champ was going for the kendo stick. And my goodness. And now the kendo stick over the back. The ref is having leniency. And you can see that he's taking out Solo Sikoa from the knees up. And then he uses those injured knees to go ahead and try to fracture the ribs of Cody Rhodes. He sends him to the turnbuckle. Solo could be thinking of something big here. A huge slam. And Cody Rhodes rolls out. And now the Street Champ is trying to find his footing. And it looks like he has. He is going for a decapitator. He's stretching out the neck of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Sends him to the turnbuckle, and now he's going for another pin. 1, a kick out from Cody. He's trying to find his footing, and he has throwing Solo Sikoa down from that high-risk move. And now the American Nightmare with a go behind, and it's countered. He runs into the ref, it's countered. Solo Sikoa with a Samoan headbutt. 1, 2, kick out from the American Nightmare. Who could be the #1 contender? He was going for spinning Solo. It's no good. A bulldog from the American Nightmare, and he's going for a pin. 1. Only a 1 count. And Solo, both men are going at it. Survivor Series is live. We are about 3 weeks away from Survivor Series. And these two men are fighting for a #1 contender match next week. And if Cody could get it done here tonight, it may be over for the chances of the undisputed champion. Even if the Street Champ finds his way to take him to the edge, he has to beat. Hold on. The WWE Undisputed Champion is out here tonight. What is going on? A clothesline, and the Nightmare Jordan Styles is fired up. He goes for a Samoan spike counter. And it's a crossroads. The Nightmare Jordan Styles. Oh, he tried to attack Cody. What is this? He tries to hit a disaster kick. These two men, no! Crossroads on the Undisputed Champion. It looks like the likes of the Nightmare Jordan Styles entered this match looking to stop Cody from becoming the undisputed #1 contender. And that did not vote well for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The American Nightmare hit him with a crossroads, putting him out. If he can get it done here tonight, he may be able to become the #1 contender for that undisputed title. But it looks like Solo Sikoa, the Street Champ, is beating the brakes off of Cody Rhodes. And it's a spinning Solo onto the outside. We're at 5. If he gets him back in the ring, he can become the #1 contender.
Looking to put the match away here.
Sikoa's going for the pin. 1, 2. A kick out from the American Nightmare. The American Nightmare with a kick to the face. And it looks like Cody Rhodes could be going for that. No, Solo counters. And he's going for a Samoan spike counter from Cody. This isn't over. He sends Cody to the outside after countering the Samoan spike.
And as this battle
Right one.
the crowd can't help but show their appreciation.
And he he tries to step on the likes of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And he tries to go for a club and blow. It's counter from Cody. Cody sends Solo Sikoa into the steel steps, and he can win by countout. Solo Sikoa finds his way back on his feet, and now it looks like both men are outside. He grabs another kendo stick, but no, Solo gets sent to the ropes, and another moment where Cody Rhodes is bested. He's sent outside on his back. We're at 1. We're at 2. The likes of the Nightmare Jordan Styles tried to get into the head of the undisputed #1 contender, Cody Rhodes. And if he finishes it off here, he tries to go for something else. It's countered by Solo. And a huge headbutt from Solo Sikoa.
Being stalked, being measured.
What is Solo thinking? Solo gets him up, but it's a counter. Cody Rhodes has him in a bad way. He sends him to the ropes. And it looks like he's going for a disaster kick. He picks him up, and he's going for a crossroads. This could be all she wrote. Here we go. 1, 2, kick out from Solo Sikoa. That was beautiful.
What's he gonna have to do to put the
And he's going for it again. It's a clothesline. He was going for that crossroads. Another disaster kick. Cody grabs the kendo stick and goes to work on Solo Sikoa. This is not looking good for the likes of the Street Champ. His championship hopes are dwindling. Slammed. No. DDT from Solo Sikoa. What is this? He slams the likes of the American Nightmare on his back, and he grabs the kendo stick. It's no good. And then he hits him right on the mark. Here we go. That could be it. 1, 2. A kick out from Cody Rhodes. And now he's sent to the corner. What is he thinking? A huge splash. Cody Rhodes, adrenaline rushing. What is he thinking? He sends him down. He's going for it on his counter. But Solo's counter. And now it's a crossroads out of nowhere. What is this? And the Samoan werewolf, Jacob fought too. No way. No way. What is this? What is this? Cody Rhodes, a huge chair shot.
Extra punctuation mark on that.
This could be it. Solo could be #1 contender. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh my gosh!
In the waning moments of this match.
He kicks out after that chair shot, and it's a Samoan spike counter. He counters the Samoan spike of Solo. And now Solo Sikoa has to find his footing again. He sends him to the bottom buckle.
A manager willing to do that will always give you the edge.
What is Solo Sikoa thinking? Stretching out the neck. And now Solo could capitalize. A chair shot.
From the chair. Cody anticipated that.
These two men. It's a counter by Solo.
Clearly studied.
He sends them to the ropes. And there's a pop-up Samoan drop. That was vicious. And now Solo has him right where he wants him. He sends him. And he drops him down. He's going for it all.
Solo just taunting his
And it's a Samoan
on the money.
hit. It could be over for Cody. Spinning Solo slam. And this could be it. All she wrote. And it is a counter from Cody Rhodes. He counters himself a clothesline. These two. He's going for final cut. And look at this. 1, 2, 3. Solo's arm was near the rope. This crooked referee. And it looks like the American Nightmare is moving on after all of that adversity. The Nightmare Jordan Styles, the undisputed champion, coming out, trying to attack Cody Rhodes. And then the likes of the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fott, too, finding his weight out here, hitting him with a steel chair. I thought it was over. But no. Cody Rhodes kicks out. He kicks out, ladies and gentlemen. And the likes of Cody Rhodes kicking out. Solidified it here with a 1, 2, 3 with a sketchy pinfall. And now Cody Rhodes will go to face the WWE Undisputed Champion next week on Raw. This is Raw on Netflix. I'm your host, Rufus Walker. And we have our #1 contender